Yo, yo. Yo, what up? Looks like YouTube changed my playlist because I definitely didn't expect that song to be here. This is free copyright music and they mix it up, so apologize if the music's off the edge a little bit. Shouldn't be too loud either way though, so hope it doesn't bother you guys too much. Prefer to have some music going on and until I get a better playlist. I had a good playlist. And anyways, what's up? Let me know if my mic's quiet or music's too loud or something. So we did a vote, and White Black 8-Rack won the vote. So that's the plan today. We're going to run through League. I want to first give props to, first off, our boy Old Bag of Bones. So he plays White Black Hawks a lot. He 5-0'd a League yesterday, so congratulations to him. Let's pull up his list. So this is it. This is not the list we're playing. This is not 8-Rack. This is his White Black Hawks, which is a deck we used to play. Where'd it go? That is 8-Rack. I lied to you. I was trying to pull up his list. There we go. So this is a list of 5-0s. This is a Old Bag of Bones list. So it's first, congratulations to him, and it's good to talk about since this is the list. It's similar since White Black won, so we might take into account a few things. Black White Pox and Black White 8-Rack or 8-Rack are completely different decks, so just make sure you say that, just thinking about it. This is a list we used to play something very similar. Your win cons basically are this big 4-mana Planeswalkers in conjunction with Lingering Souls and Bitter Blossom. Lily just to get the card advantage. Now he's added a few new toys in these Kaya cards. Kaya OU and Kaya's Guile, but this deck does rely on Smallpox. It's got the Flagstones of Trocare combination with that. When I played, I actually ran Bloodghast, just to get that max turn 1. And what else did he do in this list? Fulminators on the side. He's a big fan of Hex Mages, so we might actually try Hex Mages today. We probably won't try Path. Rest in Peace. Probably too slow for Hogak. Hogak's not unbanned yet, so there's that. And then we have Celestial Purge, Plague Engineer, Anguish Unmaking. Nothing too crazy. What was that? Something updating. So, okay, back to us. So we did a vote, and Black White 8-Rack won. So there was some Isaiah, Reed, and a few others are big fans, and they Ren's 6-Rack was winning. It was tied with Mono Black, and then all of a sudden White Black blew it away. So let's build a deck and run it through League. So White Black Rack, here we go. So we'll probably build to like 80 cards and then or more and cut it. So let's talk lands first. We do run 4 Smallpox, so I'm just gonna put them in here. So which means we have to have the double black. Which means you need, in theory, about 20 black sources. And according to talking about some discussions we were having on Discord about Urborgs in general, you can, with 3, you could probably go to 19 black sources. Maybe even with 4, we go to 18. So we'll start with 4 Urborgs. Okay, we want some form of silent clearing. We're playing white black. We definitely we're a big fan of these canopy lands. Boom, 8-Rack, very very strong in the fact we're fast lands, and the fact we don't ever go to 4 lands, 4 mana. So consider that during the deck building too. We're gonna try to keep it under everything 3 CMC or under. So that means. Try to remember the name of the black-white fast land. Isn't it called Concealed Courtyard? Oh, okay. There we go. So we could actually have up to 4 of these, because you're never gonna play the 4th, so it's always. Hell yeah, what's up, man? Glad you can make it. Sorry, usually I'm just a good time to say it. I meant to say it, should say it for the stream. Usually I have like a little time prepared for the stream, but I basically rushed home, just took the dog out, hopped it on the stream, so that's why I might be talking a little over the place. It's going to take us some time to set in, so definitely want to start too late. That's why not the most time to prepare it ahead of time. Okay, so what's the probably want some type of fetch lands. Get the 4 marsh flats. So basically at this point, this is all black sources. We're up to almost 16 here. What are the shocks called? So we're on black-white rack here. Oh, Godless Shrine. That's right. And feel free to chime in any of the cards as we start building. If you say just a card in chat, we can talk about it or whatever. This is supposed to be the fun deck building time. And either way, it's my ticket, so no big deal. We're going to have a good time today in the league. We have the rental pass, so we're just going to rent these right before. That's 18. So it swamps. We actually have quite a few. Whoa. Some form of swamp. Probably want some kind of plains. One plane's probably good. Probably want some kind of form of mutavaults. Isolated Chapel. No, that's the no, these the check lands are not as good as the fast lands for us because these will always be live. So we're not going to probably play 25 lands, you know, but okay. So we want Smallpox, Raven's Crime. All right, so let's give you an idea. First attempt messing around last night. This is just a fast forward a little bit to look at some of the lists I spent with. Flagstones, a consideration for land. We looked at the Kaya or Surfer, but mainly sideboard stuff. So when you think about the different colors you're splashing in Brack, they give you different synergies that I think you should take advantage of if you do splash. Mono black is still very strong. If you do blue, cards that let you filter or draw or get an advantage like Search for Escanta or Jace really fit in well with the strategy. Big fan of that. Sideboard cards, Unmoored Ego, Ceremonial Rejection, other counter spells, Mana Leak, Counter Swallow. Makes blue good. Red, you get a little more extra burn. Now we got cards like Lightning, Lightning Skelemental. Lightning's probably not good enough anymore. But tied with some Seasoned Pyromancers, plus you have the Blood Moon package. It's very good. White has some very powerful sideboard cards, as well as you're mentioning here, Alpha. Lingering Souls is probably the main white aggressive card you get for the main board. That and Myth Realized. So if you're going to splash white, now you have Kaya, the Planeswalker, as well as Kaya, Kaya's Guile, rather. Get our Lilies, get our Racks, get our Shrieking. Oops. I'll turn the music way down then. I know some people have different sound settings going on. I can't even hear the music now, so it's just there for a little background so we don't all go crazy. Okay, so all right, so let's get into stuff we know for sure we're gonna want. And then we'll start talking about whether or not we want 4 Lingering Souls. So we might as well have them here. You know, the Lingering Souls really do well in the white-black Pox, but they have a lot of other synergy with them. Our synergy is the fact that we have it, need a little more damage sometimes. Oh, hell yeah. Appreciate the sub, man. Sorry I didn't have time to... Glad you can make it. And welcome to the crew. My We rushed home to get this going. We're going to be too late, so we're going to be adjusting on the fly. So we'll start with Lingering Souls in. We definitely are going to want to run Fatals over Paths. So we'll just add 4 Fatals to the book. Yeah, Bitter's really good against control, as well as, like you're saying, Lingering Souls fits the same niche. So we'll put it over here. Okay, we want to run some form of Thoughtseize. Probably... We'll start with 3. It's a lot. Myth Realized could be alternate win con. So this is something white gives us. We talk about it a bit. It's an enchantment for 1 white. Problem, it's also wrecked by Chalice. Matt, what up, man? Hell yeah. Glad you could tune in. So Myth has got a big problem. We pointed out right there. It's CMC 1. And if all our win cons are CMC 1, that sucks. Because Chalice just wrecks us. It's not... We might not see 1 Chalice this league, but we might see it in 2 matchups. So the problem with Myth Realize is that. But also, let's talk about it. Upsides. It's an enchantment, so it's hard to remove like the rest of our stuff. You can do it turn 1. But you basically turn it into a creature with the number of counters on it. And basically, anytime you cast a spell, it puts a counter on it. As well as you can pay 3 mana to put a counter on it. Hell yeah. Well, those are 20 views. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you can make it. So we're just talking deck building now. We're going to try to get the actual league started probably in like 20 minutes. That's kind of a timer. It'll be 4:20. So that'll be just happens to be 4:20 then. But around 4:20 we'll start the league. So that puts us on a little clock. Now we were talking, you know, white has a lot of sideboard options. So we might as well stick them in here. Rest in Peace. Might be too slow in the current meta. It's too slow for Hoback. Still pretty good. Celestial Purge. Exiles, black or red, so that's good against Phoenix. Good against Hoback. Pretty strong. Disenchant. Yeah, we're gonna throw that in here for sure. Good call, Kaya's Guile. That's in the our friend Bones' list. We're just filling it right now. Kaya. That might even be main board. Sarah with Bitter Blossom. No, what's the Sarah's name? She's 4 though. We probably don't want to go up to 4 CMC. Maybe in the sideboard. Now, again, I'm switching the deck real quick. This Pox list that our friend Bones 5-0 to league with is different. This is the deck that has a lot of tokens: Bitter Blossom, Lingering, Soaring, Gideon, Kaya's Guile. For this deck, that Sarah could be good. But let's get back on the rack. So, spoiler alert. Well, let's pull up Sarah just so we got. Okay, yeah. So her +2 is it gives all your creatures with flying +1/+1 till end of turn. And you basically get okay, and you basically become unkillable as long as you have a creature. So you can do some shenanigans with activating Mutavault or something right when you're about to die. So that's a cool card for Bones to consider. I'm sure he'd give a good explanation of how that works in his rack or his Pox list. So Ensnaring Bridge is good. Let's have them in for now. They might not make it. We got a Myth Realize in there. Monastery Monk. Oh. Yeah. It's a 3-mana creature, but it's like a Pyromancer. And then it itself has prowess, as well as all the monks it creates have prowess. So decent. We have so many 1 CMC spells. It's potential to think of. Anguish Unmaking. I really wish we had Vindicate. We don't have Vindicate yet, right? Because that, I mean, in Modern, that's a pretty good legacy card. Anguish Unmaking, good, also hurts you. As well as all our normal black sideboard stuff. Oh, Kaya. We've got Kaya's Guile. Yeah, Kaya, comma. This Kaya right here. We're going to put 1 main board, 1 sideboard. Not bad. Alternate win con. You only her -5 does a decent amount of damage. I guess usually around 6 damage. It's a decent finisher, as well as giving you life. Creatures. We're missing any very key rack stuff. Cards also, Wrench Mind. put 3 for now. Collective Brutality. Lingering Souls are a little... So while we think about the main board, let's go back to the land. Yeah. Missed in the Shrieking. I before E. We went into Mythalize at 4. Okay, so we got a land here, 25 land. Let's check our black sources. 10, 14, 17, 21 black sources with 4 Urborgs. We could probably go down to 3 Urborgs. I wonder if we want any flagstones. I still haven't actually myself tested Mind Rake, no. $24 lands. We could probably 24 with 3 mutas might be doable. It's 19. The mana base is going to be something to worry about. Okay, we probably want all this removal to just be able to hang versus most creature decks. Jund, Phoenix, Tribal. We're already hurting ourselves quite a bit. I don't know if we can afford 3 Thought Seizes. We probably want to get our 1-drops down to around 20. There we go. Drop the bridges. Okay, so let's think a little about it. Do we really need 4 silent clearings? I messed around a little bit of that in Legacy, but not in Modern. Ashok's pretty good though, for sure. Okay, so let's see where else. I think we're essentially in the same place this list was at. I had flagstones in it. Okay, so we gotta probably run 7 racks with the Dave. If we have Lingering and Mutavaults, can we cut down another rack? And Dave. How's Lingering gonna do for us? I'm curious to see. Oh, no trace. Leave no trace. Yeah. We're gonna have to board heavily for the meta right now, which is all the top tier decks, mainly Hoback. So, not sure if Lingering is gonna do anything for us versus like Bridge. Yeah, we got it on the board now. I could easily see that making main. Kinda want to get Bridge back in here. It's a lot of 3-drops though at this point now. We can start for that. Thanks for the tip. Certainly a good sideboard card. I almost prefer Bitter Blossom to it, but at least with the problem with Bitter Blossom is against like control. Even if you get 1 token, it's good. I'm a huge fan of Bitter Blossom, but they can just Celestial Purge it or Counterspell it. At least with Souls, you get some value out of it against those tough matchups. It's not going to win it as fast as the others, but. Playing blue-black made me appreciate the power of the fast lands for us. Yeah, I really like having bridge. Maybe Guile's a sideboard. At the moment, our only main board white is Kaya. So we're not really gaining anything main board currently at the cost of one less mutavault, a tougher mana base, and a more painful mana base. So we'll look over the sideboard, but we have to make sure the sideboard is providing some value, or else we might as well be just doing something different. So if we can't find a good synergy here with a lot of white sideboard, we're going to add more white to the main board. Okay, so black cards that we want. We probably want Leyline, honestly. I think Rest in Peace is too slow right now for Hoback. Fulminator's always good. Got Disenchants. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna... A lot of these matchups are close. You know, I think of a matchup like Hogak or Tron. They do very little. So we'll try some Vampire Hexmage. So let's look over Bones' list that 5-0'd yesterday, which is not 8-rack, but it's Black-White Pox, and just get any inspiration from him. He's still on Plague Engineers, Fulminators, Hexmages. He likes Rest in Pieces. He was just trying to dodge Hoback, though. I don't know if we can be so lucky. But if our matchup's so bad anyways, I don't know. We beat it once last league. Maybe have both. Can try Rest in Peace versus Phoenix, but then definitely both versus... all cards from all graveyards. No, obviously that. Not a fan. We'll stick to the ley lines. Celestial Purge seems good. Disenchant seems quite useful. Do we want Monastery Mentor? She obviously nombos the bridge, but give us a little more win cons here. That would give us our white slant. Couple Hex Mages seems good. Yeah, Path seems decent in those matchups. Try Kaya's Guile. Good little life gain. We'll never entwine it, but it's a good beater. Not a lot of graveyard hate here. Main board is a bit of a question as far as what white we want to add. Do we want to put a myth realized in? I think if we don't have a bridge, we should probably put in a myth realized. And maybe we run the myth over the monastery. Yeah, you can. The trigger from the token happens first. So it doesn't nombo with smallpox, it just nombos with bridge, mainly. Question. Okay, 4:15. So we got a few minutes to think about it. You guys have any comments? Put them in chat. Sit here and stare at this for a second. Okay, so we added some white back to the main board. Do we have enough discard still? You know, you got to be able to. We're relying on Wrenchmine and relying on Lily and Ravenscrime here, but we need to get a little extra oomph. Maybe these brutalities have to go. Maybe with the Myth Realize and the Mentor, you want to add potential 1-drops here. We got to decide about the sideboard. If we want to have a game for Hoback, we need more than just 4 ley lines. Plague Engineer, MVP, a lot lately. Probably want at least 2 of them. So we got to think what's different about our main board strategy than normal 8-rack with white. We have the addition of Kaya, which is a little life gain. Extra win con and 3 CMC. Basically replacing Dave with her is kind of the initial. Everything else is the same. We have potentially 3 additional slots. We're certainly hurting ourselves mana-wise. Shouldn't be too bad still. So against decks like Phoenix and other tribal, all this stuff is still really good. Do you have anything that can beat Hogak? Basically Plague Engineer, Kaya's got. That's 8 cards. It's not terrible. And Celestial Purge. That's not a complete fold. Purpose of Disenchant is really for Chalice, and that's what the Hex Mage is doing, so. Maybe just keep 1. Okay, the list is rounding out a bit. Let's look at it a little bit. 23 1-drops, which synergizes decently with Myth Realized. Is Myth Realized going to give us any edge? We're not just going to die. Seems like it's worth trying. Basically still relying on general rack strategies. Raven's Crimes, Liliana. She's got a few different win conditions here. Basically 4 new cards are added. Yeah. We'll put them back in for now. But you kind of have to decide on which one you want to go with. Think the Kaya's is a little more versatile. Like we can bring this in versus Burn. But also versus Hogak. Rest in peace. Good against Phoenix too, and is cheap enough to bring in versus them. Whereas we don't really bring in Leyline versus Phoenix. Matchups where we take out Raven's Crime, you know, we could bring in Rest in Peace. I still think Leyline's better. For right now, I think Rest is better of a card. Rest in Peace is better. And in most normal metas, and historically I think it's true, but Hogak turn 2 is every turn 2. So if you're on the draw and you have Rest in Peace, it does nothing. It does nothing. And if that's your sideboard card for a certain deck, it's probably not good enough. You're better off, I think, not running it. Now, if you use Rest in Peace versus a lot of other matchups where you maybe not bring in Leyline, like maybe against Phoenix, we wouldn't want to bring in Leyline. Whew, this sideboarding is going to be pretty hard too because we haven't messed with this deck too much. So the sideboarding is strong, but each matchup is going to be pretty unique, so we'll have to think about it a little bit ahead of time. Against tribal type matchup, not getting too much. Maybe just bring in Plague Engineer and Kaya's Guile. Against Graveyard, maybe instead of Disenchant, we can run the third Hex Mage. Kind of overlapping. No, we'll keep it flexible. Yeah, I'm not sure if Rest in Peace is going to get us there. Well, we're going to have to get this started soon. We're at our time to fire the league off. Any final questions or comments? I think we're going to go without the Rest in Peace. You know, well, we are a white stream here. This is the white did win. Maybe we should just play Rest in Peace instead. For the people. And now with all these drops, is there any other one drop we might want to have? Another, maybe another Thoughtseize? Sounds like it's going to start being painful. So I'm going to get my Mana Traders one going. Yeah, we'll get it. Potentially add it. I'm not sure what it really fits in. Yeah, you bring in Rest in Peace when you don't run, when you take out Raven's Crime. So it's only good in those matchups, really. Or best. So open up Mana Traders now. Deck builder. Okay. I think those are. I mean, Lingering is good. What matchups do we really want to bring it in with out of the big side, the big matchups, really, you know? Definitely good versus something like Control. But would we want to just bring in like, you know, Bitter Blossom instead in that situation? All right, we got our 10 lands here listed, Myth Realized. Two Kaya. We're going to get him here, so maybe we add some form of Lingering Souls. Yeah, we have the Hex Mage doing double duty there as well as Fulminator Mage. Hex and Fulminator are kind of filling those roles. Third Vampire Hex, Monastery Mentor. We could certainly try to add more white just for the streaming aspect, since this is black-white. But we wanted to make sure we have a lot of our bases covered here. Well, you can't fit it all. We may, well, right now we're going with a little different with the Mentor and the double myth. So this list isn't quite set yet. Make sure we get a majority of these cards in our hand first. So we're gaining a few extra aggressive win conditions here. But Jay, what up, man? Glad you can make it. We're lacking on bridge, so our plan here is essentially to fight off the creature matchups with this, with our basically 10 removal. Phoenix deck, try to basically finish them off before they can get the Phoenixes going. Hogak might just have to fold without the bridge. Eldrazi Tron, be nice to have a bridge for sure. We have none right now in our 75, so let's place them on the board here. So I'm kind of excited to test Myth Realized. A little different. We might be just going off the deep end here, but seems pretty fun. RZ Pods, what's up? Well, we did a vote because all we play is 8-rack here, and white-black won. So today we're going to do 8-rack or white-black. We're about to start a league. Waiting on mana traders to trade. We'll finish some of the list. So Myth obviously isn't going to go well with Bridge because this guy is going to get pretty high. So by adding Myth, we basically are supplanting Bridge. Waiting on the trade. I think that's still the path we're going down. Kaya main board. That's a little much. You know, we could just drop these 4 for 4 main board Lingering Souls. It's not really as pretty as any of these win cons. Kaya's pretty cool, gives us the health, gives us exile. Monastery Mentor is a pretty sweet win condition. What do you guys think? Stick with some of the myths. We're down to 7 racks now. We could probably go down to 6 by adding some of these win cons. Okay, so we got to go through this, but so we basically can run all these -3. So we could actually run 1 Myth Realized, 4, maybe we just run 3 Lingering Souls. Ooh, that's tough. I'm going to update the deck versions while we think about it. Any comments are welcome. We're all just chilling here. Until Hoback's gone, we can't really honestly expect to... okay, well, there we go. So we could add the creature, it's kind of adding a creature package to our main board here. Oh, that deck list is probably old, sorry. Once we get this one, we'll copy it and paste it in there. Hey, Myth is pretty cool. Maybe we could do something like that, where it's got 3 Lingering Souls and 2 Myth realized. Still has 22 1-drop. Hell yeah. Well, certainly a slow and grindy type of deck. Myth could be pretty cool, though. We still fold basically to Chalice, minus these 3 souls. That basically is a wrapped Chalice. Okay, we have a list. We don't have bridge, but we have a few more blockers than usual. A little bit of creatures. I mean, our whole deck is non-creature spells, so Myth seems like it's good. It gets around smallpox. Ah, we didn't get a third one. 3 might be too much. Maybe keep a Kaya main board. That's a pretty good game against Burn between the Kayas and the... Ooh, we gotta be... I'm curious how to sideboard for some of this stuff. Gotta make sure we have enough actual discard here. Gas up on the Wrench Mind a bit. No, I definitely like the Brutality. It even synergizes with the souls here. Okay. Any last questions before we just start a league? You know, results not guaranteed, but it's going to be fun. So, I'm going to be right back and grab a cup of coffee and then we'll start the league. So, appreciate tuning in, guys. We got a new sub today, so that's 8. Yep, 2 more for the goal. We're fucking there. And any thoughts? Last chance to start in the league. Okay. Well, looks like fun. We have at least decent game against a lot of matchups here. I've never played black-white main board rack ever. So those are your warnings. It's just called B white rack, 60-15, Modern League. All right, here we go. Wish us luck, boys. If you're new to the stream, welcome. We just play 8-rack. If you're catching this on YouTube later, watch some of the others. White won the vote today, White Splash. So after the vote, I'm a man of my promise. Brewed up a little deck, and now we're on white black rack. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate you staying up. In France, I've been to France a couple times. Toulouse, Paris, amongst other places. I've been to Collier. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly properly. Okay. So this is a one-lander we're going to keep. If we get a second land, we'll definitely brutality away this lingering just to get some values. We'll probably just open with Myth Pass. I'm not sure if that's best. So this is going to take a lot of... We're going to keep it, though. And Thoughtseize is pretty nice, obviously. Just sticking the Myth, though, is also quite nice. If we had a little more consistency, and plus I'm not sure what we're up against, I think we just got a Thoughtseize here. So it's some type of combo list. Not concerned about the plague. Might as well try to stop the combo now. Brutality can take path. He doesn't know about Monk. So this could name Monks and be annoying, but I just wouldn't activate it low. Take Felidar. So let's hope we get some land here. And at least we have a turn one, or we just play something else next turn pass. So it's always a risky keep at 1 mana, but the way the rack works is you don't want to mulligan as much as your opponent doesn't want to mulligan, because a lot of your cards, are 1 for 1. So we could play Myth, Shrieking, Pass. He'll probably play an Engineer next turn. At that point, we can Collective Souls, discarding souls. So it might be time to... So we could also just go ahead and take Path to Exile now. I don't think we need to. I think we get the Myth first, and then the Rack. The advantage of dropping Shrieking now is our black is kind of light. So it's using up a black right now. But we're probably going to get hit under the rack sooner. This Myth should stack up pretty good, though. Pretty fast. We're trying to bait him into doing the plague so it, it gets going. And either way, we have to get our own plan going. So it's like part of that is getting a Myth. We got a counter on our myth for the beatdown strat. So we probably could go even lighter on the racked. Oh, sorry, Kedar. We just started the league. Haven't updated it yet. Okay. Oh, man. Wrench Mine could be fierce right here. Could even discard Shrieking, honestly. No, we gotta get other ways. Two Plague Engineers, okay. So we're hoping to get a fetch here to remove one of them. Ideally, a fetch here is where we want to be. Oh, man. Okay. No, can't flash it back now. Okay. Let's pray for that land. This one lander's hurting us. It's a game of patience, though, here. Got some type of combo with Felidar. I imagine it's Saheeli. Might just hit him with the wrench. Kaya seems pretty good too. Go ahead and gain 2 life, get a creature. That should kind of force him to play at least one Plague Engineer. Maybe he'll do both next turn, that's his plan. Because he had a Plague Engineer in his hand. He would have just played it and killed it. But now we can kind of hope he does it. He's up pretty high in mana, so he's got some kind of combo here. So we're hoping to basically get him in the rack next turn. Even a 4th land would be good. Then probably flash back the souls. Okay. So we can wrench 2 of his boys away pretty good here. So I think we're definitely on the wrench mine plan here. It's not great on our mana, but settle the wreckage. Okay, so he's got 1 Plague Engineer. That Kai life gain's pretty good. He's under the rack now. It would have been nice if we had the Shrieking instead of the rack, but we couldn't. We didn't know we were going to first get him under there with a big hit. Now we have Value Train potential next turn with Lingering and Fatal. We might have to -1 on our own to trigger Revolt. But there's a risk we talked about having another land. Geez, one discard would be pretty strong here, huh? Well, we can hold up. He doesn't know about this other Lingering. So I think what we do is flash back the first one, keep the Fatal Push open, and then when it kills this first round of Lingering Souls, we can then Fatal Push it, and then the second round we'll get 4. So we're going to have to kill our own... Not to mention our myth is up to 5 now. He's keeping them back as blockers. I guess we'll play this for the potential 4 mana play next turn. So we could attack for 5 right there. Either way, we can activate him to turn him into a 5/5. So he's pretty strong. So what we'll probably do here is Fatal Push the Plague Engineer and then activate the Myth to attack next turn. And Kaya can actually probably finish that damage. So we needed that trigger. A discard would be great here. Just a swamp. Well, I think it's the time we attack with the Myth realized. So Kai's exiled 6 cards. Oh. So he's got the Death Touch Kodo. Oh, but this puts him in rack range pretty good. So actually, is it lethal? Not quite. You can draw a card. Oh. So this lets him draw a card because her -5 in combination with a Shrieking is going to be a good bit of damage. Feeling light on the discard here. We're going to win the Grind Fest unless he has another Plague Engineer in his hand. So we've gotten through 2 of them. I guess the Kaya can still get the life gain here because he's not going to be able to do enough damage to her next turn. Damage, okay. So we can go up to 8 with her. Don't need to show him the other rack right now. Okay. So the Ambush Viper got us, though. That was pretty good. Okay. Oh. Sun Titan into Plague Engineer. Should have exiled him with Kaya. Did not see the Sun Titan. So that punt might cost us. Didn't see the Sun Titan. It's okay. We just need a discard. We're going to ult with Kaya here and then hit him with the discard. Oh, buddy, any discard would be great. I think we got to do it. God, just any discard, man. So we punted that. If we would have just kept... if we would have exiled the Plague Engineer, we would have won. Because of the Plague, yeah. So he's going to get back Sakura. We need some type of big discard here. Not going to cut it. It gets him down to 1, though. Where's our Raven's Crime? Oh, it's a close one. It's going to be a shame if we lose the first game to a punt. But it's okay. We got a fun match here. This is a deck we should be able to beat. Oh no, Astroblade. Astrolabe. Okay, so we need any discard. Come on, we have a full deck of discard. Okay, the punt didn't cost us. Back to sideboarding. All right. Wow. So he's got a pretty crazy deck going on there. I'm not sure what the fuck it was. Let's see. What do we want? The souls aren't great against the guys got mad plague engineers. So maybe we replace the souls with some fulminators. You seem to try to want to ramp there. Kaya's Guile or Kaya both seem decent. You never really saw Raven's Crime. Kaya seemed okay, just one of, yeah. I guess we don't really need to change much. Drop the Lingering for Fulminator. Couldn't really react to the Plague Engineer fast enough. That was really owning us that game. Actually, he did have the thing, so maybe 2 Kaya is good. Did have a lot of creatures. Did have a lot of card draws. Shrieking was kind of rough. Go down on a rack. Okay, is there any other white card we want here? Ixidor, man. Don't tell me that's old Ixidor. This is we just brewed this list for the stream. Ixidor Dreams. Used to watch you play Pox a long time ago. We're on rack though. We did a vote for today's stream and white won, so we're splashing white. We'll bring up the collection after this. This round 1. Damn. I don't think this is a one-lander we want to keep. We'll go down to 6. We'll keep this one, not as good. So we were pretty hurting on land last game and this game. We even want to rack. Could probably dump the Fulminator here. Should be able to just fetch a swamp here, right? Is there any reason to shock here? We have potential white if we have anything, which we don't in the clearing. Maybe we just swamp it here. I don't know. We'll see if it hurts us. Well, he's not able to ramp into Saheeli next turn. This gets him another card. So we got to take Ice Fang, and the next turn takes Saheeli. Well, it's ramp versus card. I think the ramp is okay. Tough call. We're a little low on time already. That's why we're going to have to stop mulling over everything like that. First game in the league, we're usually a little rusty anyways. Try to fly through this a bit. We're definitely plan is to take Saheeli with Inquisition and most likely hit him with a Raven's Crime also. Ideally followed up with Lily Rack, but we need another land for that. So he played a Snow-Covered Forest and a Sakura Tribe, one unknown. Not sure if there's a attack spell. Ooh. Well, he gets a Saheeli here. So we're gonna need the Hex Mage. We should have brought in the Hex Mages too. We gotta get a clock on her fast. At least we'll be able to Lily up here and make him hellbent and get a rack on him, but we're going to need a clock in the next few turns. Smallpox not going to do it. We can actually discard Smallpox. We're going to have to here. Takes him off the combo, but we have to get our own win condition down. Wow. Made him discard Teferi, so that was definitely a good discard there. Okay. Well, we got a win con. We do have Raven's Crime, so it costs us 2 life, but it's probably worth it to there's the fairy. Well, we'll be able to potentially force him to choose here. All your lands or your planeswalkers. probably worth to get the Raven's Crime going to get Myth a little higher. An attack for 2. Do I want to just hit him in the face? So it's a fairy. You can return the rack. I think we cycle the Ravens here and then potentially... well, let's see. We could sacrifice a Silent Clearing first. See what we draw. No, I guess it's best just to... I think we gotta get as much damage as we need here. So next turn I could force him to choose between either of these. I think I just hit him in the face here. Versus either of these Planeswalkers. I think we go face. Our land base is pretty painful here. Yeah. That was probably a thought there. We don't have to worry about him ulting though. Do we make him choose here? So what 3 artifacts? Well, we'll see what he has with this 3 win cons. Guess we'll find out. We probably don't deserve this win anyways. Definitely a Hex Mage for game 3 though. Oh, should have myth first. Oh, punt, punt, punt. Just punting it away. All right, gotta focus. Sorry, guys. So our myth should have 1 counter on it for reference here. Well, this is only game 2. I'm not playing great, but it's going fun so far. I think that adding the white, it wasn't, we built it and then we decided we didn't have enough white, especially as the stream was planned to be white, so we added some myths. Ooh, I like that. So this should hit him for 2 now instead of 1. We'll add the deck list after this. We came home late, long day, rushing. We just wanted to get a stream going quick. We promised it, so. I almost want to sack. Making him discard is actually pretty important here. With all his crazy planeswalker combos and big stuff. Definitely want to get that land out of his hand. Okay. Yay. Unless he's got some jank shit. Woo! Didn't deserve that. 2-0 though. All right, all right. We'll get the deck list going. Whoa, we did not deserve that. Sorry for the punts, gentlemen and ladies. Here's the list. Let's get a picture going. I'll add it up. Nice, nice. I'll take it. I'll take it. So, sorry for the first game. Win's a win. Mouth's a mouth. I mean, win's a win. Take it. Let me add this list. There's a list, though. Cool. Glad you guys. We weren't planning to do black white. I thought it was the last thing I threw on the poll. I was like, okay, Ren is 6 rack, Demir rack. We got Narset and Gaia Reach combos. It's like, okay, or mono black rack. And then I was like, I better put Orzhov on there. And then it was it just won the vote. I was like, okay. Let me add this real quick. Sorry about that. We're slacking today. Like I said, we started a little late. Take a win in the first round. Ran to a fellow janker. So, thoughts from the first math? Myth is sick. Holy shit. So, we might run this back with 4 myths or something and drop on some racks. Or we'll see how it goes. But so far, that was the note. Lingering would have been great if I played around his other stuff better. Isaiah, I know it's you. That was good. That was awesome. I appreciate it. I mean, rackers, we gotta stick together. We gotta work on this stuff. I'll probably do blue next time. Just well, we'll see how this goes. So we'll run it back. That's the list now. Modern League. All right. All right. 1-0. Let's do it. Oh man, that's great. It's been not updated. That's great to hear, Matt. We've been slacking. I'm always trying to brew something, so it's hard to stick to a list. And we only really update those sideboard guides when I have a big event, and like Vegas is coming up, but it got canceled. So I was really planning to update the sideboard guide. Okay, this looks like a turn 1 myth kind of hand. Maybe not, but God, that's the thought. You guys who ever played Myth, is it just Myth? Myth pass, and then just start on turn 2 with a pretty tough creature there? We're definitely keeping. It's just a matter of turn 1. All right, Hardened Scales. This could be just a myth pass kind of turn. He's going to dump his hand, though, pretty hard. If it's, I think taking a Hardened Scales might be better. We did this last game, too. I think we still Thoughtseize. We saw how big the myth gets anyways. It might be a turn 2 type of play. Myth, fatal, myth, ravens. Oh boy. Definitely, I think we have to take leap here, right? Next turn, he casts Ravager. He won't be able to activate the land to turn this on. You kind of want to save push for the land, though, huh? Maybe we take Ravager here, and next turn we Ravens. Double Ravens. Myth Ravens. Take Ravager, take Module. Take Module, he plays Ravager. Push. Or we hold the push. We save the push, I guess. Next turn, maybe Raven's Crime Shrieking. Ooh, that's tough. That is tough. It might be better to do it like that, slowly. Wait him to sack some counters from the Ravager. Ooh, Myth is going to be a little too slow here. Boom. Next turn, the animation modules. The Ravager is such a pain. He doesn't have green. That's why I would have taken leap. So we're gonna see how this plays out. There's the ink. There's the module as expected. Okay. Welding jar. 2 unknowns. Okay. We couldn't have hit welding jar anyways because that's a top deck. Now we can at least make him go hellbent. He's not going to be able to kill us next turn with... It's hellbent versus a race. If he gets a green, he's going to want to leap. He doesn't have one, though. Kind of need to race here, but if I make him drop his lands... Well, he's hellbent now. Man, it would have been nice if we could have cycled that somehow where Myth was getting all those triggers. Now he's going to be able to do some... It's not going to cut it. Probably make him sack the welding jar this turn. Still doesn't have enough mana to activate and do the animation module. So I think we double Raven's Crime to pump up our myth. So we need to hit him for 7 next turn. That's impossible. A second rack would be good. He can keep the Blink Moth back to block. That's what he's doing now. That's fine. Myth got big enough even though we delayed it till turn 3, or was it turn 3 we got it? Dropped it? We did this afterwards this time on purpose. It's gonna make a token, right? Or make me proliferate, okay. Okay. All right. Guess infect like that. Fulminators are good. Kaya's actually seems pretty good. Hex Mage. What do you name with Plague Engineer? Thopter or something? Construct for Hangerback Walker. Wrench Mine's not great. Lingering seem pretty good as blockers. Hex Mage might be too loose. Is Plague Engineer? What do you name with Plague Engineer? You guys gotta help a brother out. I see you guys there. I see you watching. I'm watching you. Thinking we take out Wrench Mines and Thoughtseize. Brutality's pretty loose too, but direct damage is decent. Myth is good for the race. Smallpox is really strong. Lingering is good. Not sure what you name with Plague here. Liliana might not be great, actually. I'd rather have probably a Fulminator, one of these guys on turn 3. So we definitely, like, we're really slow with the 2 a.m. So you're in the Western Europe time zone, I guess? Oh, Blink Moth. You can name that with Plague Engineer? Okay. I like that. Nice. I've been to Prague. That's one of my favorite places that I visited. I wish I remember the name, but I went to one of the grand cathedrals that was just the most epic cathedral I'd ever could even imagine anywhere. Okay, let's keep this. I think we have to just Inquisition. He's not quite at Metalcraft. I was really hoping this wasn't the case. They had two nasty, so definitely take Hanger back here. Wow, double Nature's Claim. So we're gonna have to get Lily down first. Well, we won, no thanks to my poor play, I must say. Well, there he's got Hardened Scales. Can't quite cast Ballista yet, so that's good. Terrible. This is what we talked about. We didn't want the other Lily. Well, if we kill this, he's even further from make this Mox Opal useful. So I think we actually Fatal Push this guy. If he draws a land, he'll be able to cast Ballista. But we can even Lily Edict that first Ballista, and it's okay. I think it's important now to kind of fuck his mana base up as much as we can. I'm guessing he's going to draw a land here in Ballista, at which point we'll probably Lily Edict, even though he's going to sack Lily, and then we'll try to start racing him. Well, there's Stirrings. We know he's got 2 claims and a Ballista. He can no longer cast Ballista. Puts Arcbound Worker into his hand. Can't cast him either. Great. So we'll be able to just fire a Lily here. Lily up. Discarding. What do we want to sack here? Uncle DB, what's up, man? Hell yeah. We're wildin'. Could discard the souls here, but probably discard the other Lily. I think we discard the other Lily here. These other 3 cards are all pretty good. I mean, we could discard the souls. Yeah, maybe we discard the souls here. I kind of like having 4 spirits versus 2. You guys have any thoughts about that? We're a little ahead of the time here. He's probably going to get the Ballista out to ping him. So we got a couple options. Discard Lily or discard Lingering here. I think we want to keep these other 2. I kind of like the possibility of next turn Inquisition into Flashback Lingering. All right, we got Jay, late night, talking. So we got Czech Republic, France in the house. You guys want to call out anywhere else you're from? I'm in Los Angeles right now. Got rid of 1 Nature's Claim, so we know he's got Nature's Claim, Walking Ballista, and Arcbound Worker. And we've done everything we can. New York in the house, what up? I try to travel a bit, so Western NC, what's up? Asheville area? Or I have a ton of friends. I went to school in Charlotte and I went to NC State, so ton of friends in Boone and Asheville. Stuff. Finland Alpha. You European guys love some 8-rack, I swear. 30 minutes from Asheville, hell yeah. That's awesome, man. Well, what's up? I'm an NC dude too. Oh, we can make him go Hellbent here. I think that's the plan. Hellbent into Edict. Oh, let's see. I guess we can't Hellbent and Edict. Yeah, I think we Hellbent and drop our rack. Wait, we don't need to. He's only got 2 cards in hand. Oh, we can do it all. No, we can't drop our rack. Okay. So we make him go Hellbent here. He'll keep 1 creature on board. Now we're going to have to discard the souls. Or do we let him keep Hardened Scales? He already has 1. We could kill this guy and start our clock. That sounds pretty good too. Yeah. Are you kidding, Uncle DB? I literally live in Marina Del Rey. You guys, this what up small world. Got ASU in the house. I'm in Marina Del Rey right now as we speak. I think we'll do this. It gets our clock going. It doesn't make us waste anything. Oh shit, Carlsbad. Yeah, I'm most recently from Phoenix for 5-6 years before this, and then I just moved to LA. So we got to dodge a Walking Ballista here. Hey, got there, 4-0, baby. Uncle DV, yeah, I'm in Marina Del Rey right now, man. I live across from where the Cheesecake Factory's at. I'm like, I walk to Venice Pier, you know, right? Venice Pier is right up there. All right, boys, what's up? We're going to lose a game today? I don't know. 2-0, 2-0. Hollow back. I like it. Yeah, small world. We're actually just got a new place in Torrance, so we're moving. We've been in Marina Del Rey for 2 years. We're moving to Torrance. All right. So we've run to a couple creature-based decks, and we're pretty decent against those. So it's working out. Didn't draw Kaya that game. Myth, good finisher. Wow. Thoughts? When do you want to play Myth first? Yeah, very small world. That's funny. Like the 8 places I've been recently is like where the 8 places you guys are from. I wouldn't know. This is literally the first time we've played black-white rack. We played black-white Pox. Again, while we got some people, shout out to our friend Old Bag of Bones, veteran of Discord and rack. He plays black-white Pox, like the non-rack version. You know, you can think of it as a token-based deck. He 5-0'd. So congrats to him. His list is going to get published for sure. So we're on black-white rack, and we've never played black-white rack. So this is all new for us. Just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so let's get this league back going. 2-0, 2-0. One more, we're breaking even. And then if we break even, I'll have to keep doing this every week. So one more. It's a pretty cheap card, too. Not very expensive. I suggest ramp up towards more 1-drops. Ghostly Prison, we had to drop Bridge because it's a Nambo with Bridge. Hell yeah, Uncle DB. Awesome, man. Appreciate the cheer. That's good shit, man. I'm from the same spot. You got to give me some tips on where to eat and stuff. Yeah, well, that's great. I've been trying to stream more, at least every like Wednesday. I'm actually going on a. I'm gonna be away a little bit. It seems like a good keep. So I'm gonna miss next week, but I try to at least stream every Wednesday now. I'm gonna try to do a vote in a league. So hopefully he doesn't play another creature. Oh. Okay, we're gonna hold Fatal till after the trigger. Because we're gonna be able to get value off Raven's Crime anyways. Okay. Let's hold push. Let's think about it. You can't punt once against Burn. Raven's Crime right now with 5 cards in hand does. It's gonna slow him down, but next turn he's gonna play 2 cards. Maybe he'll probably play 3 cards. We'll go up to 6 and at most play 3 cards. Yeah, I think I'm gonna discard. I might discard Godless or even Silent. It's kind of painful. We don't need white for anything. This Marsh Flats is actually only gonna. We can get a swamp, so we can discard Godless here. It's worth it. We discard Godless. Next turn he attacks. We push it, and then Smallpox next turn for sure. Following turn Raven's Crime. Double Ravens. Hell yeah, San Pedro is pretty cool. I haven't. Oh my god, he actually has to turn off. Wow. Playing standard with. Could be an Inquisition Raven's Crime. These guys aren't too huge of a threat. Followed up with Lily or then a Smallpox. Gotta be careful here. We could fetch Smallpox. Versus Inquisition, fetch, Raven's Crime. Smallpox does. It hurts us a bit too, though. Probably have to just discard Ravens. Smallpox, discard Ravens. No guarantee this will hit next turn. That certainly slows them down. Smallpox keeps us alive the most likely. Maybe get rid of Silent Clearing, actually. I don't know if I can afford to keep it around. The 1 damage here, but keep that for a permanent swamp later. I can't have the Silent hurting me, and I don't think I'm going to get value off the land. Could Smallpox, discard Plains. The Inquisition might be what you actually discard here. We'd be able to follow it up with double Ravens next turn. Might actually discard Inquisition here. The Ravens will, no matter what, let us get 2 out of his hand. There's a chance the Inquisition will wipe. Okay, we're going deep here. Going deep with some strategery. Well, for all we know, he had 2 lands in his hand. We would have hit 1 because he has okay. Lava Spike. So we'll be able to Raven's Crime next turn. If we dodge something, we'll be able to Lily. Ideally, we draw a Rack right here. Raven's Crime Rack is what we need right now. Okay, so we're in big trouble. It is burn. We can snag a Kaya here off the top. Brutality. We need some of our life gain. Ouch. So basically dead here. Not quite. Okay. Gotta dodge something that does 2 damage. Oh, that only does 1 damage. Okay, we're live. We're live, boys. Oh. Okay. Burn round 3. We can do this. Let's think about it. Kaya is very good. Kaya's Guile also seems rather good. Collective Brutality, very good. Fulminator Mages may be good. Okay, that's a good solid 7. Thoughtseize we can toss. Not a huge fan of Lingering. Myth is probably too slow. I think Myth is too slow. We got our rack. Our racks work Magic versus this deck. So we don't really need Myth. We have a decent game versus burn here. Lily on the play is probably decent. We don't need the fulminators as much. Yeah. It looked like he was pretty it's a good blocker, but we have a few other options. We're going to rely on Lingering for that in the race. I think Lingering is good, right? Some form of Ravens is probably good to cut. But usually I'm going to keep it. Yeah, Ravens is solid. Our plan is to basically stabilize and give you to Guile or Kaya. With all the 1/1, Myth is pretty strong too as a blocker. We'll see how it goes. We got a lot of 3-drops here. Play first versus this deck. Keep it. Yeah, I was thinking about the Plague Engineer. Looks like we probably take one guide, let the other one beat us down for lands, ravens him out. So we got to hit a land off this guide here. One unknown, 2 smash, bolt, lava spike, trigger, lingering souls. Okay. Definitely knows we're on rack. He dropped the 2 smash. Okay, he's going the full aggro plan. Does he have a second land? Maybe not. Liliana the Veil. She's not going to cut it. Could make him discard 2 here. That probably saves me the most damage. Lily Edict, just maybe that's how you do it. Each of these is 3 damage in his hand. Okay, take your guys' word for it. Could have potentially mulliganed to Collective Brutality or something. Might have been the right move. Can we get a land? Do we double block the guide here? Guess. And then try to Edict next turn. Next turn, I'm going to be able to flashback Lingering. Maybe I play this Godless now. Definitely tapped. It's whether or not I save it for Ravens. If I want to do all this next turn, I have to play it now. It's good to save something for the Lily discard, but we should be able to play out everything, so... Double Raven's Crime into Lingering, maybe. Or just get the rack. Rack is slightly faster. Lingering's a better use of mana, though. Lingering keeps us alive from the attackers. I guess Lingering's probably better here. We're going to do Lingering. Thank you for your comments. At this point, I'm trying to do the most defensive move possible. He's got those little goblins that get in for 1. The rack would have only got in for one turn. Oh, there we go. Okay. We need to draw some discard here fast. Rift Bolt. So we need a land. Any land. Land. Ooh, Muta's a good land, but we got to make him discard. So we got to Raven's Crime the Muta away. Might as well flash it back now. He's hellbent. Okay, our clock might be a little faster than his. Can't do 4 damage off one red, right? Okay. Did we miss anything there that we needed? I guess we got to mull a little harder for brutality. That got a little close there, boys. Woo! All right. Let's just focus real quick. Let him stew in his burn rage. I don't know if I like the 4 lilies. We'll try to run it back. I feel like we really need brutality, and we need Kaya. I mean, she's the MVP in this matchup. Any of these Kaya cards. Lingering came through. We went heavy on Lingering plan there. Every chance we had, we casted it. I like it. Basically, plan here is to fight him off turn 1, get a nice brutality in, stabilize with some life gain. And we were down to 1 health there, and we did some shenanigans with our lands, I think, early, so. Or maybe that was game 1. But lived off 1 life. That's burn life. Okay. Let's hope he keeps a very creature-heavy hand. And let's hope the goblin guy hits us up. Something nice. Slow playing here. Hopefully he doesn't have a lot of spells. Oh my god, we got the 4 fatals. Not sure if we rack here for Smash the Smithereens or we just wait. I played the Mutavault because I racked, so it could be a punt that we should have just played silent and passed. If he has 2 creatures, Kaya can just kill 1. But then we're going to want a plus with her. Yeah, let's just play it slow a little bit. Seal can kill the Muta. Okay. Okay. Kaya, Exile, Get Life. She's at 4. No protection for her, but then we got Lily Rack finisher. So if he goes hard on her too in combination with Lily Rack, we're solid. Okay, Skullcrack was good. If he doesn't have any creatures, we might be in trouble. This kind of hurts here. Guess we have to go to 7 ourselves. We want a Lily up here. God, an Urborg would be great. We definitely have to play the rack here. Oh, we need to draw some life gain, man. Skullcrack both our life gains, or our first life gain. Might have got us here. A little too much damage to ours. The 4 pushes was pretty bad. He only had the 1 creature, so. Expecting at least go down to 1 here. Okay. Nice. I don't know. This silent clearing might really wreck us, though. Jeez. Definitely brutality, at least for life gain. But then we can't attack with the Mutavault. Maybe we sack the clearing just to say fuck it. Sack the clearing, brutality, do our shenanigans, pass. We're still dead to a single bolt. I don't think we can go down on a card though. We need one of those bigger life gain ones. Okay, so we die to basically all that stuff. We die to everything. Riftbolt is at 3, draws anything, bam, we dead. Ah, I got us. GG, burn. So close. We needed one other of those life gain cards. Ah, burn's a tough one. 1 life. The damage there. Probably had to get rid of silent clearing. Probably could have done that a little better. Let's just play the next one. Almost had that. Almost had that. 4 fatal pushes pretty much blew ass in the first 10 cards, but we kept the hand with 2. That's solid. We just drew 2. Probably didn't do our lands perfect. We might have survived there at 1 life. If we had done a little more, if we had done Lily first, we could have maybe got rid of the skull cracks, and then when we exiled the other creatures, gained life off it. So the lesson there is maybe Lily first. I wasn't expecting the life prevention. Okay, GG, could have got there. So part of being better players, winning those super close ones, we could have probably won that if we played it again, rewatch the stream again, be like, okay. Well, we had all of them in. We had the 2 and our 75 were both in. We had enough life gain, we just didn't do it. Okay. Looks like we got Bogles. So we got to draw Smallpox or Lily. Not that. Okay, okay. We like Bogles. If we lose this game 1 to the ley line, that's fine. Why do you want to ban him? Panther's our friend. Smallpox. Let's go, Smallpox. Smallpox or Lily here would be great. Not a push. There could be something here to just conceding, but if we draw a Lily in a land or a Smallpox, probably fine. Maybe we wait. Okay, Smallpox won't do it now. Oh, I don't know if you're being serious. There's no bullying here, though. Think we don't need to show him anymore. We can beat Leyline decently. Kaya seems good. Kaya's Guile's good. Probably ease up a little bit on the targeted. We actually have a pretty fine matchup against it. Any other value cards we can bring in? Not a whole lot. Oh, let's fight. Well, we can beat Boggles. We definitely need to basically rely on this Smallpox or Lily and or the Kaya Serper. Myth is decent too. We just had a bunch of direct targeted spells last turn. Some of them are okay. Let's let it happen. Let's get him. Okay, this is the hand we want versus Bogles, or like double ley line or something. Come on, show us the ley line. Give me one of your cards. Yes, sir. Play another one. Play two. Okay, just one. Oh man, we could have beat that burn guy. Needing a little more practice. Been playing Ren and Six Rack always. This list is pretty fun though. Smallpox, discard, lingering might be a fine move here. Since we have an extra Urborg to waste. I think we're going to do that. Is it too greedy? Should we wait on the creature? But I don't know. We can follow it up with a Lily. We have a Myth. Really slows him down if we can get this. Ooh, that Smallpox is greedy, boy. I kind of like having the... Oh, I kind of like it. With Myth out, we're slowing down the clock a bit. We're getting no value off Smallpox. We're basically hoping he can't double creature in 2 turns. The guy said this is the police. You can't cast Myth without it. I think Smallpox is a little loose here. I really want to cast it though. I guess we can wait to Lily. Keeping 1 mana up. Is he going to do the... Okay, Rancor. Kind of like the Smallpox here over the Lily. We can really afford to do it. Rack's not going to do much, but... At least puts a trigger on Myth. Or we can just attack for 1 with Myth. No, probably better to get the rack down. Really got to rely on our Myth and our Lily to get the damage in, because no direct discard is really going to work, obviously, with the ley line. Good. think it's fine to just lily up here. Push does hit some of his creatures. I think we got to discard Fatal though, right? Unless we want to do a double lingering return next turn. Fatal could have some value though, you know? Fatal, we're not gonna want to do a full casted lingering because we're gonna stack with the myth next turn. So I think we actually discard lingering here. Yeah. So next turn, if he hexproofs, we keep the push to get the arbor. So play the swamp. To get the myth, +1 on the myth. It's all about the myth to victory now. This rack's not counting on Lily Rack. I'm probably going to Edict here. Flashback. Attack. And keep that. Okay, all that seemed pretty good. Yeah, with the Rankar. No, it's good thinking, but it just made I had to just get as much damage off as I could. All right. This is our chance, boys. We got edicts. We got smallpox. We got value. Just no mistakes. Get this win. Get them dollars. No. I don't like it. It's decent versus Leyline. Too slow, really, for a really bursting hand. I think we have to mull this. Oh, man. This hand may be worse. Pitch a Ravens. Most likely they're dead. Hope he draws a core. At least we have something for the Arbor. This whole hand could be dead though if he has a... No, I really don't want to mold a 5 though. Holy shit. Okay. So we can pitch. So even if he has that, we can we put us on the draw too. I like it. I'm gonna play. So we gotta draw a land here. So we got screwed there. Kind of sucks to end it like that, but that's Magic. If we would have kept the original 7, probably could have won this one. But. So we got a Lily Edict. It slows them down just a tiny bit. Oh yeah, we can't. So really need a smallpox here for him to go face or something. Boggles is usually a pretty good matchup. We got the first game was pretty bad, and then this, game 2 was more of a natural game. No Bantus, no bridge feels bad. Oh, I really need that smallpox. Poor Lily's not going to cut it. I guess with Kaya, we could have pinged some of the enchantments away, but she would just die anyways. It's really just about smallpox. We mulled the 5 looking for smallpox. I don't know what more you can do than that, really. This is when Bantus would be excellent. Kaya's Guile. Not Inquisition. All right. Damn. Okay. From 0-2 down to 2-2, but we hanging in there. Try to get this win. Put a list back up. Here we go. Definitely think we should have beat the burn guy. That was the match we should have won. That one should beat Bogles, but you can't do much more than mull too. You got 6 edicts here. Couldn't get any of them. What more can you do? The guy had the ley line every game. But you saw we can beat the ley line. The second hand we had was kind of a ley line protective hand, but probably should have just kept. In hindsight, you probably should have kept that 7, and we might have won that. So, oh well. Stay in the game. Well, my fiance's not home yet, so let's finish strong. Appreciate you guys watching today, though. We got a lot of viewers. That's awesome. Look forward to playing this deck more. No, because Bridge nombos with Myth. So the one thing about the budget version, that has Ghostly Prison is that doesn't nombo with Myth. This isn't a great hand, but we're going to keep it. Okay, Jundy boy. So really need to grab that swamp for smallpox here. We have something for Ren and 6, yeah. Mutavolt's the best thing we're going to have for it. Now smallpox is bad. I think we have to actually get rid of one of these Mutavolts. Ravenskind was doing jack shit. Maybe we just fold. Can't really beat Red and 6 as is game 1. Just pass. Keep our lands. Let him push the one Mutavault, maybe get him with a second Mutavault. Gotta really think outside the box to beat Ren and 6 with what we're doing. Could have maybe opened with Mutavault since nah, the Ravens would have been good. We weren't sure what we were on. It is Jund. Probably good just to play the Shrieking. Can make us discard it. It's never going to do anything, but you never know. Wow, I like it. Surprised he didn't pull Bloodbraid back right then. I guess he's just going to do it next turn. I think literally our only play is to play Lingering Souls here. Maybe we shouldn't show him the white. He can just ping both, play the Blood Elf. Yeah. We probably shouldn't have shown him the white there. You have absolutely no way to win that. Okay, Fulminator Mage, Vampire Hex Mage. Very good. Myth seems like it'd be decent. No, really trying to rip Ren from him. Alright, let's see how we do against Jund here. No discard, shit. We just fold to Ren and 6 again? That's awesome. It's a good hand, though, against a lot of Jund. I think we just have to keep. Push and Pox against Jund and Fulminator. This is such a keep. If we can't keep a hand like this, then we're in trouble, you know. Jund is strong now. Ren and 6 is nasty. No, don't tell me he's got it. Okay. So let's see. Do we save push? And just get a good Pox next turn. Yeah, we don't have a good turn 2 play other than Mutavault pass, so we're going to Pox next turn. We got dodge Ren and 6 here and surviving long enough to get a Fulminator off. Next turn is probably a Mutavault pass. Thank God he didn't mold a Ren and 6. Okay, I like the option of getting rid of a Tireless Tracker with a fetched March Flask, so I'm going to hold off on the Mutavault. Because I'm not going to be able to attack her the next turn anyways. And I don't want a Hex Mage in front of a Ren and 6. If he does Ren, we'll responsibly kill it. I think the play is to hope he does like Tireless Tracker here, and we fetch push it. We can get rid of the stomping ground though. That'll slow him down. He'll be able to sack this in response, so there's no really option there. We're trying to slow him down. I hope he doesn't have red and 6. And if he does, we'll be able to Hex Mage, double Hex Mage Ravens next turn. Could do 2 Ravens Crime. Guess that's the best. Or just get a Fulminator out. Just run out of Fulminator. I think attacking his hand is still pretty darn good. Got rid of all his removal. 2 Ancient Grudges and a Maelstrom Pulse. Guess he's hanging on to a Bloodbraid Elf. Oh, there's the Wren. So he's going to be able to get a land back and play it. If we had the Fulminator out, we could just attack him, kill him, but that's a little risky. Kind of wish I had the mana to do all this. All right, we got rid of the first W6. We need to do like a Goyf this turn, and we need to draw like a swamp. So any black would be good. So land. I said land, but it's a plains. God dang it. Push would work if we had a way to activate. That hurts. If we would have played out that Urborg earlier, maybe it would have made a difference. Could try to be cute and block. Stop the life gain. But if he has like a Bloodbraid Elf, that would really suck. We kind of need the Fulminator to survive. Next turn we could block with the Mutavault, then push. Trying to dodge a Bloodbraid Elf here. So next turn we can block with the Mutavault, trade, and then push. Okay. There's a swamp we needed a turn ago. But we can block with the Mutavault on one and then Fatal Push. That's not a terrible move. We got the Bolt though. I guess it's the same difference. We're not able to do that. Mutavault, block, Fatal Push Kalidas after the life gain. Okay, well we started this league strong. Sorry it didn't end too great. Need a little more practice with white-black. It's been fun though. I appreciate all you guys voting. That land's gonna be a problem. If I block here, next turn I could double block here. Take 4 this turn. If I draw a push or something, this is how I want it to go down. Gonna be able to attack with the land too. GG boys, we didn't get there. It's all good. It was a fun league. Started out really strong, ended pretty shitty, but it's all good. There's a list there. I didn't really play it too well, so that's not the point of me doing these streams. I just rushed home and we made this deck, and I hope it was fun for you guys. It was fun for me. Lessons learned. Myth Realized is pretty strong. I think I'd probably add extra copies of those. The Lingering was pretty good in a lot of matchups. We definitely should have beaten Burn. I don't think this deck would do very well against Tron or Dredge right now, so we dodged them, but we still didn't get there. Didn't play our best, but fun. So here's the list. We're going to upload this video. So appreciate all the new followers, new viewers, and everyone else that's been around. Nice talking to you guys tonight. Do you have any other questions or thoughts before we end the stream? Make sure to upload this. Think we'll do better next time. We might run it back with a slightly different list. Alpha, Panta, all you, Isaiah leading the crew for the white black. Of course, all the rest. I appreciate it. All right, we're gonna call it there. You guys have a good night. Peace out, everybody. Oh, what's up? Update. All right, peace out, guys.